Grunkle Stan isn't just a grumpy old man running a sketchy tourist trap. He's a walking contradiction, a con artist with a heart of gold, a skeptic hiding secrets deeper than the Mystery Shack's basement. At first glance, he's the comic relief, the lovable crook. But the more you watch Gravity Falls, the more you realize, this man's got layers. Why does someone so morally gray end up being one of the most beloved characters? What drives his lies, his sacrifices, and his fierce loyalty to his family? And how did a man who scammed thousands end up being the emotional core of the entire show? In this video, we're peeling back the flannel and feisty attitude to explore who Stan Pines really is. From his complicated past to his undeniable love for Dipper and Mabel. Stick around, because by the end, you'll see why Uncle Stan might just be the best character in Gravity Falls. Stanley Pines is the kind of guy who'd sell you a genuine Bigfoot toenail, and then charge you extra for the jar. On the surface, he's a classic con man, mistrustful, money-obsessed, and always ready with a sarcastic jab. The Mystery Shack is a monument to his hustler spirit, where fake exhibits rake in real cash and logic takes a backseat to spectacle. But here's the twist. That same man who tricks tourists with glee also stays up late fixing Dipper's hat and secretly saves every drawing Mabel gives him. Stan masks his heart behind a gruff exterior, not because he lacks love, but because life taught him to hide it. He's not just funny, he's fiercely protective. Remember when he risked everything to keep his grandniece and nephew safe from supernatural threats? Or the way he took them in for the summer, no questions asked, offering a home he never really had himself? Stan's contradictions make him magnetic. One second he's yelling at a raccoon in a vending machine. The next he's risking his life to save a town that never respected him. He's not a villain, not a saint, he's painfully human. And that's exactly why he feels so real. In a world full of perfect heroes and outright villains, Stan stands in the messy middle. And that's what makes him unforgettable. At the heart of Stan's story isn't just mystery or money, it's family. Specifically, the complicated, beautiful mess of it. Let's start with Dipper and Mabel. When they first arrive at the Mystery Shack, Stan treats them like summer employees more than family. He barks orders, puts them to work, and charges them rent for their bedroom. Classic Grunkle Stan. But as time goes on, you start to notice the cracks in the armor. He softens. He listens. He protects. He might roll his eyes at Mabel's glitter explosions or Dipper's journal obsession, but when danger hits, he's the first to stand in the way. And then there's his brother, Stanford. Their relationship is the definition of it's complicated. What begins as a heartbreaking backstory of rivalry, jealousy, and a catastrophic accident becomes one of the most powerful tales of regret and redemption. Stan's biggest lie, pretending to be Ford for decades, wasn't about ego, it was about love. Despite their years of separation and bitterness when push came to shove, Stan and Ford stood together, literally burning their memories to stop Bill Cipher. That moment, pure emotional payoff. Stan's family dynamics aren't clean or easy, but that's what makes them feel so real. He's not a perfect grunkle or a perfect brother. He messes up, he says the wrong things. But at the end of the day, he always tries. And when he fights for his family, he does it with everything he has. That's what makes Stan more than comic relief. He's the emotional glue that holds the weird world of Gravity Falls together. So why is Stan Pines the best? It's not just the jokes, the scams, or the iconic fez. It's because underneath the sarcasm and the mystery, he's real. He's flawed. Stan is hilarious, yes. He delivers some of the best one-liners in the show, but his humor often hides pain. A lifetime of failure, rejection, and estrangement hardened him, but never fully broke him. And that quiet resilience, that's powerful. He's also loyal to a fault. Whether it's helping Dipper through self-doubt or standing up for Mabel's creativity, Stan shows up. Even when it's inconvenient, even when it's dangerous. He may not say, "I love you" often, but he proves it in every action. And his redemption arc, it's one of the strongest in animation. He starts as a liar and a fraud, and ends up as a self-sacrificing hero who erases his own memories to save the world. That moment, choosing to lose everything so others can live, is peak Stan. He's not a perfect man, but that's what makes him the best. Because if a guy like Stan can grow, change, and love, maybe there's hope for the rest of us too. Stanley Pines might not be the obvious hero. He's loud, stubborn, and lies way too easily. But in a show filled with monsters, mysteries, and multiverse chaos, he's the anchor. The man who holds it all together, not by being perfect, but by being relentlessly human. He reminds us that people can change, that love doesn't have to be soft to be real, that sometimes the biggest sacrifices come from the most unexpected places. So the next time someone calls him just the grumpy old guy, remember, he saved his brother, protected his family, and helped defeat a literal demon, all while running a roadside attraction with duct tape and pure hustle. Grunkle Stan isn't just a side character, he's the heart of Gravity Falls. If you love this tribute, drop a like, hit subscribe, and tell us your favorite Stan moment in the comments. Trust me, he'd appreciate the attention and maybe try to charge you for it.